Alright guys, welcome back. We have another video today of the Russian T34 versus the Panzer IV. Now in reality, the Panzer IV versus the T34, you are fighting a losing battle right off the hop. Because once again, Panzer IV, gigantic hitbox. T34 will ricochet, and at 45-degree angle or an elevated position can become almost unkillable, as we will demonstrate. Alright, you have a T34 head on, pretty easy shot. Fire it, smack in the middle, you're guaranteed a pen. So, front plate, easy to pen. Gun mantlet, no pen. You will never pen the gun mantlet. There are, however, a little cheek corners right down here that will pen. So, if a T34 ends up with a good hull down position on you and you could only see the turret, that's what you want to aim for. Is the bottom corners of the gun mantlet, those little tiny cheeks right there. That will pen. It will take, however, up to 2 to 3 shots. Well, guaranteed 2, but it could be 3, possibly 4 to kill the tank. And when you're in a tank that takes 2 shots from anywhere to die, it's a riskier position and a riskier contact to take, but you never know. It might work out in your favor, depending on how good of a shot that T34 is. Alright guys, so now let's say you run into a T34 that has the amazing 45-degree angle, which if you are a T34 driver, angle your tank, because this is what happens. Nothing but ricochets. You can hammer this thing all day long, and it will do nothing. There is only 2 spots that you can pen the T34 when it is at a 45-degree angle. That is directly under the turret ring, which as you can see, can be a bit of a pain in the ass shot to make sometimes. But it will pen. It takes 3 shots in that turret ring to kill that tank. And when you're in a tank that dies in 2 to pretty much everywhere, that's a dangerous game to play. So, the other spot when you run into a T34 that is a good 45-degree angle on you is the lower glacial plate. Will pen, and it is a 2-shot kill. That is where you want to aim. However, at long distances, especially on a map like Kursk, that glacial plate may not be viable because of terrain. If you run into that, you need to aim for the turret ring, the turret cheeks, that whole area. And at long range, that is a very difficult shot to make. So you do need to be cautious on when to jockey out of position when facing a T34, especially at long range. But at closer range, 45-degree angle, lower glacial plate, turret ring, and you can guarantee it. Guys, as per Kursk, a lot of elevation changes, up, down, all that sort of stuff. You run into a T34 that has an elevated position on you. Guess what? You know that nice simple front plate hit when they're facing you directly? Doesn't work anymore. So now you have to either take a chance, aim for the turret cheeks, as per, or you have to take the guess, and you need to aim for that lower glacial plate we talked about. And even then, might not work. So that is the problem with fighting against a T34 with a Panzer IV. But that lower glacial plate will work. You just kind of need to guess where it is in the grass when it has an elevated position on you. Alright guys, so we have our Panzer IV here, and you ran into an IS-1, which is the Russian heavy tank. Now this thing, again, just like any other heavy tank, will Thanos snap your ass out of this world if it shoots you once. But if you end up with a decent hull down position, or maybe he doesn't know you, there is in fact a way to kill this tank from the front with a medium, as I will demonstrate. There's some key aspects to it that need to line up, which we will talk about. Now, when you look at the positioning of the IS-1, if it is angled to its right, it's the left shoulder that you want to shoot. If it is angled to the left, it is the right shoulder that you want to shoot. And the way to tell, well, you need to look at the tank. Now, if I shoot the left shoulder, you will get a ricochet, and it will do nothing. However, if you aim at the back, and the way to look at it is you see the weld mark on the hull, aim just behind it, and you have a hull shot. And that is a guaranteed hit, dependent on which side the tank is angled. And that is how you will gauge its location, is based on the weld mark on its front glacial plate. Just behind that is its shoulder, and that's where you want to aim, and you can 2-tap an IS-1 from the front. Now we have the Achilles heel shot for the IS-1, which is a slight difference from some of the other tanks. The Tiger, which is in that very back corner of the hull, the 76, which is down in its tracks. The IS-1 has a more forward placed engine because of the slanted rear armor. So you're going to want to aim for these two lovely tanks here on the sides. You want to aim for right around this area. Smack around, off goes his engine. That ensures that the IS-1 cannot turn on you and kill you in one hit, or ricochet around, or anything along those lines. That Achilles heel shot is your guarantee of the kill. That is where you want to aim. Almost smack in the middle of those two little tanks on the sides. And there you have the Panzer IV versus the IS-1. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any requests for videos, please put them in the comments or tune into my Twitch streams and you can talk to me on that. Like, subscribe, follow, and a big shout out thanks to Lee here for sticking around and doing all these videos with me. He's a huge help. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.